go where Cham is waiting for the winner. Oh, first map is Lariat Crest. Oh god, ugh. What's this? It's normally like it's kind of like always dusk. Then I know. What map's the? It's not normally Lariat though. Lariat is what Terran's like against Zergs, but alright, here we are jumping into the first map up to the top left, representing Sidestorm Gaming, the same organization as my co-caster and the founder of the Filthy Cup NA. We have PiLiPiLi.
And spawning in our top right position as our first Terran of the tournament that we get to finally cast, because we've seen nothing but Protoss and Zorg. It is our red Terran player. The name is not Light, but we all know it's actually Major, spawning in our top right position on this 4-spawn map, and it's the weirdest map in existence. And it's just funky, and the ramps are huge, and the rocks, and just everything. But should be fun. So everyone, the red Terran player is Major, not Light. Likes to play under a bunch of different alias names.
Yeah, I think that's in reference to like the old Team Light.
Yep, that's kind of what I was thinking. It'd be interesting if he like made his own clan that he joined and called it like Dark Light or Night Light or
Light, just Light.
Light, but spells the first light like L-I-T-E
Yeah.
or L-G-T or whatever.
Definitely. They are both top side of the map here, so that makes it a little bit interesting. Of course, the third of the Protoss is a bit more under siege, so he might go for the one below that. Other than that, there's not much of a factor because Major can still take his third quite comfortably. But they are going to scout in opposite directions, so they're going to scout each other quite late here. That makes it a little bit interesting because by the time they do find out, you know, their build orders are pretty much already done, so there's not much of a change that you can really do to adjust it. You know, like if he went directly to the top right, so command center first before he dropped his own nexus, you know, you can do something with that. But at this moment in time, it's going to be pretty much whatever they had premeditated.
Yeah, so a Reaper is going to come out, and Reapers is just super annoying, especially with their new added grenade, that they're just do so much damage and so much harassment. But PiLiPiLi has 0
Wait, where's
units
the
left.
Reaper?
I don't know what these guys do.
Oh, he wants the worker. Does he want the worker? Yeah, he wants the worker.
I mean, that's a great. But oh yeah,
Yeah, he wants
he's the worker to stop the scout. I mean, it's so good, so smart, and it's just like, you know what? Now you're not going to be able to scout my base, and so you're going to have to send out another unit if you want to scout my base. And so now PiLiPiLi has no idea what Major is going to be doing, what kind of build he has. So we do see a reactor finishing for Major, and he's going to be pumping out 2 Marines, and it looks like he's going to send. Oh, he's just going to send them for defensive. Here comes in that Adept. Oh, what a great job. The SUV distracting that Adept, and that Adept's going to get in the base. The Shade's going to go after the Adept. But that Reaper is going to do some damage here. He's going to throw a grenade out. There it is.
Yeah, he might not be able to escape, though. There is no... Oh, is there enough room? Yes, there is. Oh, PiLiPiLi. You can tell he's trying to wall that off to stop the Reaper escaping, but there's just enough of a gap there which allows it to sneak through. We do have a Star Gate following this up, which, of course, was scouted right for there. And okay, he gets another worker. He's going to be quite happy with that.
Yeah, I mean, anytime you get like two kills off of 1 Reaper, I mean that's you know that pays for itself. I mean, he would like to get a couple more, obviously, but I mean, 1 Reaper getting 2 kills, it stops, and that Reaper also stopped the scout from Light base, or excuse me, from Major's base. So Major is playing. You know, or PiLiPiLi is playing pretty blind at the moment. He has no idea what's coming. He could assume all day, but you see 3 Adepts and a Motion, of course, coming out from PiLiPiLi. But look at all these Marines. There's a super bio army, and it looks like it's just going to be a Widow Mine with Marine drops. Looks like that's what's coming down from Major in this best of 3.
Yeah, the Widow Mines might go into the drop a little bit later because he might try to fend off the the Stargate tech with those Widow Mines, because of course, you know, 1 hit then and you get it, but there's a lot of Marines here, just enough to fend this up, because 6 Marines is what you need against an Oracle. The turret does get scouted, and Phoenix is going to follow this up. He hasn't scouted the starport yet, but that's, you know, a pretty good read of what's happening.
Oh, it almost gets it, but this Oracle's not going to be able to come in and do anything, but I believe he did see that medevac at least finish, so these Widow Mine's going to come in, and there's no vision, or excuse me, no observers or anything like that, so these Widow Mines might be able to get in and get some damage, but this Mothership Core is on top of this. Phoenix barely misses it.
Yeah, photon overcharge is going to be vital here, otherwise the Oracle is needed for the revelation to
Oh, he
reveal
doesn't see
him.
it!
He's not even pulling the workers. Oh no. Oh no.
Oh, how many kills was that? 7 and 4. So 11 kills off those Widow Mines. This Phoenix will be able to pick off this Medevac. Medevac's empty. There's nothing really going on for that. And Mothership Core finishes off those Widow Mines. And that Phoenix is not even get to hit the Medevac kill.
Nice.
And here's another Medevac of Widow Mines coming across the map for Major. But this one is 100% spotted. This Phoenix is going to try to come after it. And is going to boost here in a second. That's a good spot for that.
Oh, did he see it? I think he may have.
Yeah.
He revealed it. Nicely done. But Major picks it up and flies away. He still needs to chase down the Medevac. This is a big, cute Michael. There's another drop towards the main base right now, though, with 2 more Widow Mines within it. That's going to start unloading. And, you know, the Oracle just dropped this revelation. Lots of the workers are queued up. Oh, no!
Another great hit at 11, and just that's 14 more kills. I think he has a total of, what, 20-something odd kills on workers so far?
27.
Oh, it's so incredible.
The other drop shouldn't really be able to get much damage done, though. Oh, Widow Mine's going to... One of them's going to get picked up. One of them's going to connect onto the Phoenix, though. And it didn't get any kills. Splash damage can still get some kills. So if it was a little bit higher, Phoenix, it would have splash damaged its own workers. Oh my god, did the Widow Mine in the main base get another kill? Because he's
killed 35. He's got 2 more Widow Mines. Oh my gosh, GG gets called. Oh, those Widow Mine drops. I think we have to go look at how many workers he lost in that. Holy smokes.
In total, 39.
39 workers killed off Widow Mines alone. That harassment, though.
Reaper got 2. Reaper got 2.
Okay, it's true, but still, I mean, but 30 plus in Reapers alone.
That shouldn't happen. Like a tiny little mistakes there. Like I wasn't certain if, you know, everyone kind of expected, not to talk badly of PiLiPiLi, but everyone kind of expected Major to most likely win this series, and it was if, you know, PiLiPiLi could challenge him, and you could see like Major's just maybe a little tiny bit of a tier better than him, because it's like, you know, Major knows he's good enough not to send the Medevac all the way to the top, as you know, that's where the Phoenix is waiting for it, and just tiny little things like that can make the whole, you know, the whole difference. So Major's in a comfortable 1-0 lead now. Of course, he can still throw away one more game and take it to match point, but he wants the 2-0, and he wants to go into the finals and play Chem for that first place.
So, like we said, I was super harassed with that, but PiLiPiLi definitely presses on PiLiPiLi because this is for, I believe this is their semifinal matches. So the winner of this goes to the finals, and the finals get the $100 cash prize with the OSC points. So we definitely, so PiLiPiLi wants this win. He needs to keep into this match because he's down a game. So the pressure's on PiLiPiLi to do some kind of comeback and take out Major to get this to game number 3.
Yeah, and the map is Runes to Shiraz, so shouldn't get as much viable aggression here. Of course, that doesn't mean it's not going to happen. But you know, the bigger the map, the more time you have to react and prepare for whatever's coming. So it does benefit PiLiPiLi. Because he is a bit more of a macro player, I believe. He's not really a super hyper aggressive cheeser or one of those types of, you know, one of those styles. But here we are jumping into game number 2.
Yeah, so game number 2, spawning in our top right position, it is our red Protoss player. He's down a game. He's hailing from Sidestorm Gaming. It is PiLiPiLi.
And his opponent on the left side of the map here, representing, is it Euronics he just joined? I can't really remember. No, it's Invasion Esports. Representing Invasion Esports. On the left-hand side, it's going to be Major. And one more win for him here puts him in a solid spot for that finals. And I doubt he would have lost a game yet. No, he hasn't. So I wonder if he can clean sweep this, because you know, even Cham is going to have a very hard time against Major if he makes it. Ooh.
Yeah, both players are just super aggressive.
Yes. Oh man.
Just so good.
It's incredibly ballsy as well, because it's a 4-player map. It's not, you know, no close by air or anything like that. Like, you know, there's a 1 in 3 chance, like technically a 1 in 2, because he's put it evenly between these 2 bases on the right hand side. But if his opponent was down to the bottom left, like it's even further than if it was in his own main base. So it's a questionable call, but it is going to pay off for him. And he should go. Well, he has a Marine in production first, so I think is that to zone out. That should be to stop any scouts, and then maybe a Reaper to follow it up. But we have second Marine. This one's making its way out. This is intriguing. He's going to produce from the second barracks. If this is all Marines, and wait, he's gone for a second gas as well, so he's got to be going for some sort of factory play. I think he's going to proxy a factory. No, he's doing. Oh my god, he's doing the ghost build. Okay, that's what it is. Oh no, I've seen this once since Uthermal did it at DreamHack 2 months ago. No, 6 weeks ago. I can't remember. I can't remember who did it. I was casting a tournament like 2 weeks ago. But this is going to be intriguing. Of course, you go for ghosts. You do get cloak as well sometimes, but ghosts for their damage output, like they do an insane amount of damage, and they can snipe most of the Protoss units apart from a Stalker or a Sentry. I can't remember what the key. Carry on, sorry.
No, it's such an interesting proxy Ghost Academy. I've never seen it. At least I haven't seen it in a long time. So I'm super excited to see what he's going to be able to do from this. Major is just risking it all, risking it for the biscuit, man. I mean, he really wants to go to the finals, and I don't know if PiLiPiLi has no idea this is coming. I don't know how he's going to be after this. He is, this time he's fortunately building a robotics facility at the start, and so I'm assuming he's going to have an observer with this, so he's going to be able to try, hopefully scout it. But the shade comes in with the adept, and he gets caught behind this wall, and now he's going to lose this adept. He's going to try to focus down the Marines, but he's going to take it. The Marines stop that adept from getting any kind of scout, but he goes, "Okay, you're on one base. What are you doing?"
Yeah, and like this build is strong, dude. I don't know if you've seen it. It's strong. It's so hard. Like I've only seen it once, and it was like, it was. I can't remember exactly what happened, but I know the Terran just destroyed the Protoss like it was nothing, like absolutely nothing. But you did say that robot was in production. It is producing an observer. Of course, it's rallied towards the natural right now, so we have to keep an eye if it rallies all the way across the map, and if it doesn't, that could be a bit of a saving grace here. Because he has that pylon in a nice forward spot for the photon overcharge as well, so I think he might be okay. Just about. There's still a lot of units here. Stalker does get whooped in.
Yeah, so we got a couple of Stalkers going to push this Marines back, which is good. These observers looks like are staying with the Stalkers, so maybe I was saying like maybe with these Marines getting weaker, PiLiPiLi might push it with the Stalkers and the observers, and these ghosts can sneak in. But I don't think he sees that there's an observer with his army. But the observer's going the wrong way.
Okay, but they shoot. The ghosts shoot.
Okay, yeah. So
that's it. That's like an instant GG. You might be able to... Oh.
Okay, there we go. Yeah. So the observer went the wrong way, and so those ghosts stopped walking, and they started auto attacking, which led the PiLiPiLi to know, okay, there's ghosts here. But those ghosts were able to sneak in more, and the observer was facing the wrong way, was just out of the ramp's position. I think those ghosts could have snuck in, but unfortunately they gave away the position and got scouted, and PiLiPiLi was like, Major's like, well, there goes my build. I literally can't come back from this. You're on two bases. GG. And so this goes into game number 3 for the semifinals, which is great because the winner goes to the finals to win some awesome OSC points and that $100 cash prize.
Yep, well, it's split 75-30.
Excuse me.
75%. Because, of course, Maturino does, we have to do percentages now because we're at like $110. So thank you guys for improving the prize pool there. It really does help out. And, yeah, we're going to game number 3 now, so we have a match point. I like match points.
Match points are awesome, especially just because the pressure's on both players now, and they want to get to that finals because that's where the cash prize is, first or second place, whatever. But so they're going to be fighting tooth and nail for that spot. And so we might see some interesting proxies from either player this time.
Yeah, definitely. Like game number 1 was, it was kind of like a standard-esque game, but Major's opening, like, it done a lot more damage than I think he was expecting. He kept grinding it. You guys can join the game, and he kind of, and he just won it pretty basic. There, he obviously his confidence got the better of him, and he he paid the price. Like that was like didn't work out at all, even remotely. So yeah, that's fine. Next map is going to be Central Protocol, though.
Ooh, this is a very interesting map. I'm not a fan. Oh, we stated before I'm not a fan of it. It's just interesting that third base is really hard. So, but with this, you could hide buildings very easily just because how wonky and the positioning is. So I'll be interested to see if Major does try to go for some kind of early proxy something, and just put it off into one of these corners. So, or maybe PiLiPiLi is going to try to be the one on the aggressive with these proxies. Anyway, so
Yeah.
so spawning in our bottom left, this is the third match. Winner of this goes to the finals. Loser of this gets nothing. So the pressure's on for both players. Spawning in our bottom left position, it is our red Protoss coming from Sidestorm Gaming. It is PiLiPiLi.
And his opponent, ooh, down at the bottom right, very close to to his opponent, representing Invasion Esports, we have Major. And yeah, like this map isn't as bad in a PvT. It's just against the Zergs where everyone just hates this map. You never see this map in a a non TVZs pretty much TVP, unless it's a mirror matchup. So I wonder what Major's going to do. Like he went for a really aggressive game number 2. I can imagine he's going to play a bit standard now because he's like, well, I played a standard game, I won. I tried to cheese you, I lost. So standard should be what he opts for. And I wonder if PiLiPiLi's going to mix it up because thus far he's kind of gone for the same builds. Well, it's not essentially. It's the same openings with just a Robo instead of a Stargate for the last map.
Yeah, so he's got the one probe. Maybe you could explain. Is this just to get an adept out, or is this?
No, he's banking more minerals for the Nexus, and he's rallying them from his Nexus. You see, so he's just banking the gas a little bit more. He did just pull one out though, so I guess he just wanted a couple of extra minerals. He don't need a huge amount of gas because he's going to take the second one. But yeah, I guess he just likes to rally them. Some players really just enjoy rallying where it goes to the gas.
Okay, it's just really weird at first because it was 1. I was like, what is he going to do with 1? But then it makes sense now. He has got 3 on it. With the Cybernex core about to finish as well. We'll see if he pumps out an adept or what he tries to do with it. But this barracks gets pulled off this wall. And we just see a Reaper coming out. So the Reaper's going to do a lot of damage. There's really no defense here from PiLiPiLi. There's no real units. The Mothership Core is coming out, and that build time is stupid. I've said it before, and I'll say it again. It's building faster than a probe. Whatever. So anyway, so this Reaper's going to come and is going to get a couple kills.
Oh my god!
What a surround!
Oh
my goodness.
Playing a bit too greedy there. Wanted that work and wanted to get the final kill. Or shot off to kill it, and that's a big deal. Just because he doesn't, he doesn't scout
anything.
The follow-up. Yeah, he has the basic. He knows it's not two gateways. That's about it. Behind this, he is kind of like game number 1, but he is going for second barracks. We have to wait to see what add-on he goes on here. He has 2 gas. Second one's about to finish up, so it's not a heavily gas-intensive build. So it's not going to be like cyclones or tanks. So it could be a reacted. We don't mind.
When you said cyclones at first, I immediately thought of disruptors for some reason, and so then I was like, tanks? Protoss doesn't make tanks. I'm like, what does he talk about? What do you mean when he said tanks? Then I was like, cyclones is the Terran unit, that weird Terran unit that no one uses. Yeah. But when Legacy of the Void in beta first came out, and the wall gets dropped, and this adept is going to go. Good scout, sees the factory, sees the starport. And I don't know if he saw this Widowmine pop out or not, but he knows that there's a Widowmine on the field. So he knows he needs to get an observer out because there's no robotics facility, there's no observer, there's no nothing. PiLiPiLi could lose to a Widowmine drop again, which would be very unfortunate for him. Where'd that Widowmine go?
I borrowed, didn't it? Yes, next to the gas, just in case okay,
that's right. He hides it behind the buildings, which is really fun to do with the Widowmine. Just put just behind the building, you can't see it. It's one of those things where, I know it's a 3D model of StarCraft, but you can't, see, the north side of these buildings sometimes.
Yeah, that's.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That was a really cool trick when it first came out. That was awesome. Like, of course, you hide them behind buildings, so the building itself hides the Widowmine, so no one sees it. He should know that this is kind of a Widowmine drop because the factory didn't have an add-on. and you're not really going to slow produce Hellions in the TVP, so I think he knows it's a Widowmine drop. He did have that Robo added on shortly after, and it is about to finish up, so he should have to serve in one time. Following this, though, we do have a Liberator in production for Major. So he's going to try and be a little bit aggressive. We have 4 Stalkers in the mineral line at that natural. They do scout and do a little bit of damage there to the medevac, but we actually have a Dark Shrine following this up, so has he proxied that? No, he's hitting it behind his main, so that has a high chance of getting scouted. Oh no, it's right there, so yeah, it definitely gets scouted.
Yeah, but he can scout it, but once you see it and it goes back into Cloud of War, Fog of War, you can't click on it. So I don't know if Major was able to click fast enough to see what building it was, because it looks like a pylon. It could be anything at any point. And blink forward on PiLiPiLi to try to get that medevac, but still nothing. But the observer's out on the field, so I don't think these Widowmines are going to be able to do that much damage anymore. And I think this medevac is about to be picked off again. It's going to cross the path right in front of the Stalkers, and now Major's going to do a lot of damage. He's going to float into it, and here goes. 1 Widowmine drop, 2. See the kind of damage it gets done. And it gets focused down. And Widowmine doesn't get any hits, and this medevac's going to die. He's got 2 more hits left.
Yeah, it's most likely going to die. He is also going to see the Dark Shrine yet again. The only way you can know a Dark Shrine is not, or it's a Dark Shrine, is the health bar. Sometimes that's the only difference you can tell it while it's in production. The health bar is a lot bigger.
Yep. So we do see this huge Stalker push coming up. It's going to be pushing on the Major's front door. We've got a lot of bunkers, a lot of Marines. The Marines aren't upgraded, but they do have stem in these medevacs. Looks like he's just going to jump up this wall right here.
Yeah, yep. This is still a huge amount of bio, but this is actually a massive amount of blink stalkers. He wants to kind of blink into the further end of the base, so that way he doesn't waste too much time waiting for his cooldown, because the bio comes out, the stim gets dropped. SCVs do get kind of pulled, but they don't actually get pulled far enough to join the fight, and they're just kind of idle right now. But that was he got like a little bit of free damage. He lost like 2, well, according to the units lost, he lost 3 stalkers there, I think. And the DTs start to get morphed in, but like they shouldn't really do any damage. Like turrets are huge, so he might morph in an Archon. There's a turret next to the command center. There's the DT getting dropped. Stalkers. Oh, they're close to the edge. They don't want to be that close. The observer needs to get picked off as well, and it will survive.
So, oops, sorry, I hit a wrong button and like a menu popped up and obstructed my vision. So we do see scan picks off that DT. So now Major knows, okay, there's DTs in the plays, but he's fine. I mean, he's got enough scans to handle this. He's got towers, missile turrets everywhere. So he's like, I'm not worried. But this bunker's gonna get focused down. It's not gonna be able to repair it. And that was quick work that he made with that bunker. And PiLiPiLi's just coming in, poking here a little bit, but these Marauders and Marines are actually kind of pushing the Stalker army back. And now he's gonna go for the fight. He's gonna blink back a little, but PiLiPiLi's not, coming out ahead in that exchange.
No, because Stalkers are like really expensive. Overall, it's 2,600 v 1,800 lost. But that was a good move there from. This guy's a medevac with that blink. But I was gonna say that was a good move there from Major, because like as soon as PiLiPiLi went for the fight, he didn't just stop and keep fighting. He run closer to the units, so they have to blink back faster. And they, like the hurt ones, which have no cooldown, have they can't blink, so they get picked off. But PiLiPiLi has to be a bit careful getting into a bad spot. Of course, there's not that many Marauders, so he can still have a favorable engagement with good micro, but the War Prison does get sniped.
Yeah, War Prison gets spiked, so there goes PiLiPiLi's kind of like semi-advantage, but these Stalkers are not going to win that fight. I mean, with the Marauders and the Stem Marines are just going to tear apart these Stalkers. Might be able to blink, macro them a little bit, but we do see PiLiPiLi from behind this take his 3rd base, and it's kind of what he has to do. If he knows that his opponent's only on 2 bases, he's like, okay, you keep being aggressive the way, I'm going to risk getting my 3rd base and try to get ahead of you that way and have a higher economy. But if Major senses that he's ahead and senses that he has an advantage, he might just push this forward and see what he can do with his damage. And it looks like he's going to. He does scan, see the probe going over to that 3rd position, so he knows, he's like, okay, you might be getting a 3rd base, I need to stop that, I need to stay ahead. And for people that is in chat that's asking, light is Major. Just FYI for people questioning it, light is Major. So when you see light, that is Major. Major is here in the quarterfinals, or excuse me, the semifinals. He is battling for the final position, but he's going to come in. I think he's going to get it. There's nothing he's going to do. PiLiPiLi's going to have to cancel it, and he doesn't get the cancel off it. That's a lot. That's 300 minerals lost. It's going to be 400 minerals lost. For PiLiPiLi,
He's microing or focusing on the big drop that Major just went for. He dropped a lot of wind mines. He brings his army out of position, and Major capitalizes on this, running into the natural. He is going to get the natural and could pick up, because there is enough medevacs here, and Blink is going to come a little bit too late, not close enough, and the medevacs will survive. This is going to trigger pretty much PiLiPiLi to all in. Like, he can't try and really play a macro game from this point. Major kind of realizes that, so he's going to come back down and drop the units in towards this natural, try and bring his opponent back. Because time is of the essence right now, and that's exactly what he's going to do. But PiLiPiLi, he's
look at that army that's back. Like, Major has a huge army with Widow Mines at home, and he's building a wall right now. I mean, PiLiPiLi might be able to get on top of it before these bunkers finish, and with these adepts. But I mean, there's Widow Mines in this army. There's 4 of them, and there's only 1 observer. I mean, 1 Widow Mine is going to be able to take it. But I mean, if PiLiPiLi,
oh my God!
Yes.
Did he just? I think he just lost his first observer to the turret, but there is a second one right back here.
Yep.
So
I mean, if PiLiPiLi needs to warp in a DT. I mean, DTs might actually be the saving grace, because if you get these command centers flying, they won't be able to drop any scans, and GG gets called, and so I don't think. So I guess you've realized.